I never thought I would say this, but I am sick of shopping, and the total price of the capsule wardrobe is... Oh, what I would do to have Rosie's closet, but what if you could for 1,500 bucks? Hi, and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new. Today we're going to do something different from my normal videos because today we're going to do a shopping challenge where I'm going to buy a whole new fall capsule wardrobe for a budget of $1,500 inspired by Rosie Huntington-Whiteley's fashion style. But first, if you don't know me, my name is Marie and I'm all about making fashion make sense because my mission is to simplify fashion and help you dress better every single day. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe and follow my socials linked down below. Now, I know that a budget is a very personal thing, and what we see as a budget is shaped by our unique circumstances, priorities, and our choices. So I'm not going to pretend that, wow, 1,500 is not a lot of money, because it is, and it might feel completely unattainable and unrealistic for some people, and for others it might feel completely reasonable to spend that amount of money on clothes. So basically the reason why I have landed on this specific number is because I did a few quick Google searches and I found that most blog posts and articles would reference $3,000 as the magic number that you should spend on a capsule wardrobe. And I thought, why not make it a bit of a challenge and half it and just see if it's possible and see what kind of clothing items that we can get, like what quality, what styles, what stores we can shop, and so on. Because I feel like sometimes when we see these stylish celebrities and influencers online, it feels so out of reach to dress like that, especially for every day. I know that I have been there thinking those thoughts, and sometimes I still do, because believe it or not, I am actually not a big spender when it comes to shopping clothes, which is basically why I make the content that I do. I focus on styling and dressing better with clothes that you already have, because like you, I love fashion and I love to experiment with different fashion styles, with different aesthetics and different trends, but I also don't want to have to buy new clothes every single season. And to be honest, I rather spend my money on traveling, experiences, and sushi. And it is actually also for that reason that capsule wardrobes are great, because it is a curated collection of limited pieces that you can mix and match easily with each other to always create really stylish outfit combination no matter which pieces you combine together. So yes, that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to curate a fall capsule wardrobe so that we can dress like Rosie on a budget. And if you think that $1,500 is still too much money, through this video you're going to get the exact blueprint of what clothing items that you need to get to recreate these looks, and you're also going to get the outfit inspo, so there's nothing stopping you from trying to get any of these pieces in this capsule for an even better price. You can, for example, wait for items to be on sale, you can thrift, you can buy secondhand, and the best thing is most capsule wardrobes are built upon the same basics, so some of these stuff you can probably already find in your closet. So no matter what your budget is, I think that this video can still be really helpful, especially if you're a fan of Rosie's style. So before we just go on a shopping spree, we need to have a plan and we need to set some ground rules for the challenge. I'm thinking, since it is raining outside, I'm going to do all of the shopping online, and it is not just because I'm lazy, but I'm also not actually going to shop. I mainly just want to see what's possible to get and for how much. I already know for sure that we're not going to be able to get the most high quality stuff for all of the pieces. Then we would probably end up around the $3,000 mark, which is what most of the blog posts and articles said anyway. I mean, unless maybe you want to wait for a sale, or if you really go out and thrift or buy stuff secondhand. So since I'm just gonna work with what I can find online from the comfort of my home, I'm gonna have to choose where I want to spend more money and where I could consider cutting some costs. I'm hoping that I at least can find some good quality stuff that will last a few seasons. And speaking of sales, since I'm shopping online and can thrift and stuff, I think I should be allowed to utilize the sales that I do find, because if anyone is wanting to recreate this challenge or this capsule wardrobe themselves, I would say try to cut costs wherever you can. So I'm going to make use of any of the deals that I can find. I also think that the capsule should be able to create at least 25 to 30 different outfits so that we have outfits to last us for about a month. But besides that, I don't think we need any other rules. Maybe that I'm not allowed to use stuff that I already have. But I feel like that is kind of obvious because it is a challenge, and just for the sake of the challenge, I'm going to shop everything new. So my plan going into this is that first I'll look through Pinterest and Instagram to get a better sense of Rosie's style. I have actually previously done a short video of her style, and Rosie even liked it, or maybe someone from her team did. But either way, I feel like my take on Rosie's style has already been Rosie approved, so there's that. So I already do kind of have an idea of what her style is, but of course in this video we're going to focus on mainly her fall outfits and her fall style. So I'm going to analyze her fall outfits, and based on that I will determine the basics, the key pieces, the accessories, and also the color palette that I want for this fall capsule. And then I'm going to collect some photos of my favorite fall outfits of hers, and I'm going to write down any items that I repeatedly see. And then from that, I'll create the shopping list and try to find all of these items on a budget of $1,500. And by the way, not to toot my own horn, but this is a great way to approach building a capsule wardrobe in general, or if you're just looking to refresh your wardrobe and you don't really know where to start. So basically look for inspiration first, curate a collection of photos that you like, and then write down everything that you repeatedly see in those outfits. I personally think that it is so much better to have things written down because it will give you a much clearer direction than just randomly looking for inspiration here and there and then trying to recreate those outfits just based on your memory. I feel like that's how you end up with a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear, or just a bunch of random items that just doesn't really go together. Okay, so it is a little bit later and I took some time off camera to collect some of my favorite fall outfits that I've seen of her, and I feel like this is definitely the easiest part of the challenge because I just love all of her outfits. So what I did off camera now was that I started with browsing Pinterest and just saving a bunch of outfits that I liked of hers, and as I predicted, I almost immediately started to notice a pattern in her outfits and her style. And then to make sure that I also captured her current style, I also went over to her Instagram and saved some of her most recent looks that I liked. She's definitely all about the basics and that neutral color palette, so I feel like that will be really easy to recreate. And she often combines black and brown and black and white, so I would say that that's definitely her go-tos. Then she also loves a warm toned brown coat or jacket, but I also saw her wear more white outwear pieces, especially in some of her recent pictures. I would say that some of her basics are definitely knitwear and turtlenecks. She loves wearing white, cream, and gray knits. Her outfit base is usually the same and is made up of simple basics, and her key pieces that really captures the essence of her style and that make her outfits feel more elevated are definitely the structured coats and the jackets. I also noticed that you don't see her wearing a lot of accessories. You can barely see any jewelry in some of her fall looks, but you do see her in a pair of statement sunglasses pretty often and sometimes a belt. And if she wears jewelry, it is most of the time bold. She loves a good bracelet stack and a ring stack. And when she wears necklaces, it is usually a statement piece, and for earrings, it's usually a hoop or a bold studded earring. So basically my conclusion of her fall style is that it's definitely built upon basics, simplicity, and statement silhouettes rather than colors. Now, based on that, I'm going to write down a shopping list of everything that I need to get to emulate this neutral and minimalist style. Okay, so I kind of took the liberty to also make my own interpretation of her style while I was writing this shopping list. So I have created capsule wardrobes before for myself, for clients, for content purposes. So I know that it isn't going to be effective to have like a bunch of knitted sweaters, coats, and shoes like Rosie has in these pictures that I found. So some things I added isn't necessarily things that she wears all the time in the fall based on the pictures that are available to the public anyway. Like, I don't know what she wears at home when no one is watching. But these extra pieces that I added, I know from personal experience are good versatile capsule wardrobe pieces to have. And I also made sure that any of the extra pieces that I added are things that I have seen her wear in the past, so I know that they suit her style and I know that it is something that she would wear. But anyway, that was just a side note. The general idea of a good capsule wardrobe is around 30 to 50 pieces. This capsule has 24 pieces including the shoes, and if you don't count the accessories. With the accessories it adds up to 30 pieces depending on how many jewelry pieces that you want to get for the ring stack or the bracelet stack. So it is a little bit less than what your typical capsule wardrobe would be, but honestly I just wanted to add the necessary stuff to be able to recreate the looks that we looked at earlier. And I think that we can already recreate a good amount of outfits with these pieces. And since we're also on a budget, I feel like it makes sense to just get the things that are absolutely necessary. So for this capsule wardrobe, I have included 6 tops, 5 layering pieces, 4 pants, 1 dress, 1 skirt, 3 outwear pieces, 4 shoes, 1 bag, 1 belt, 2 earrings, 1 necklace, and 1 pair of sunglasses. And then I kind of just wrote a stack of bold bracelets and a stack of rings at the bottom. I'm thinking that maybe I can find a pack of these or something. I don't know yet. I'm just going to have to figure that out later. But honestly, since we don't see her wearing a lot of jewelry, these are like the least important things for her style anyway. So I'm thinking depending on how well we do with the budget on the other important items, I'll see if I even want to include bracelets or rings at all. But yeah, for now they are on the list and I'm just gonna have to see once I start shopping. So that is what I'm gonna start doing now, but first I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable on the couch. I'll see you for the shopping part in a bit. So now we have finally come to the actual challenge, the shopping part. Wow, it got really dark in here real fast. Like I'm telling you, it is really raining outside, which is why I got cozy and also have a coffee. So yeah, I'm all ready for shopping now. I already have a few stores in mind which I feel like really capture Rosie's style, and some of those stores are stores that I love to shop at anyway, but some of their stuff can be a little bit more on the pricier side, like COS, Massimo Dutti, Everlane, Arquette, Aritzia, Banana Republic, and J. Crew, for example. I might be able to find some good sale items there, but I'm also thinking that I have to look at some more budget-friendly options, but I'm still going to make sure that the pieces are actually good. So don't worry, we're not gonna shop at Shein or Temu or something like that, because even though I'm not actually going to shop the items, I'm still going to approach this as if I really were shopping for myself. So I'm only going to pick items from stores that I have personal experience with and that I know are relatively good for the price. So I already have some stores in mind like H&M, Uniqlo, and Mango. I think those could be really good places to start. Also potentially Abercrombie & Fitch, Cotton On, and Bershka. I also personally love to shop from Zalando and ASOS because they have a good variety there. They have clothes from all different kinds of brands, so I will just browse around and see what I can find, and then I will get back to you in a little bit for the reveal. I never thought I would say this, but I am sick of shopping. In the end, I was getting really impatient because so many things were out of stock and things weren't in my size, so it was just getting really annoying. I don't know how much everything costed yet, but I did write down all of the prices, of course, so I kind of have some idea of what the total number could be. So yeah, we're basically going to find out the total final price together. It's going to be really interesting to see how much it's going to be, because even though it was a budget challenge, I didn't budget on everything, which maybe defeats the purpose of the challenge a little bit. But I also wanted to make sure that we got good stuff, so I feel like I did get some pretty good stuff in there, so we'll see how I did. So let's just quickly go through everything that I found, because if someone would want to recreate this, I just want to explain my thought process a bit of where I decided to spend more and why. Because yes, even though you can find cheaper stuff that doesn't always mean that you should. I'm going to get out my computer again so that we can have a look. So if we start with the tops, I had a plain relaxed white t-shirt, 3 boat neck tops in white, black, and gray, and also 2 turtlenecks, one in black and one in a neutral color on the list. For all of these, I found really good sale items, I think. I did find a white, black, and gray boat neck top on weekday, and you could get 3 for the price of 2 there, so that added up to $44. I also found some great boat neck tops on Cotton On, Naked, and Other Stories, and I low-key found the perfect fitted style at Reformation, but they were like 60 bucks. So I went for the ones at weekday instead because the style seemed pretty similar to Rosie's anyway. Then I found a great sale for the black and neutral turtleneck on Everlane, and this style might be a little bit less fitted than the one that Rosie typically wears, but I know that Everlane has really good quality basics, and these are made from 100% cotton, so they're going to be really comfortable and breathable for the fall. Then for the t-shirt, my favorite relaxed white tee of all time is from Everlane, and since we only have one t-shirt in this capsule, I decided that it was okay to spend a little bit more to get a good quality one, because this is the one you're going to wear multiple times. So this one costed $30, and that adds up to $130 for the tops. Then we have the layering pieces, which was a white and gray knit sweater, a black hoodie, because it's always good to have some casual pieces in a capsule, then also a white button-up and a white cardigan. And both of these you can layer with and also wear on its own. So this is not an ad for H&M, but I did find all of these items on H&M, and I actually feel like I found some pretty good stuff. This button-up, for example, is from 100% cotton for $24.99. Both of the sweaters are from polyester and acrylic, but that's kind of like what you can expect from H&M, and they were both under $35. The hoodie was $24.99 and is made from 58% cotton, and the white cardigan is made from 60% cotton and costs $29.99. So cotton blends aren't actually that bad if you look at it from a quality standpoint, because sometimes it can actually help a clothing piece to be more durable or more stretchy depending on what the clothing item needs to be. I usually look for items that have at least 50% natural materials or that are made from recycled materials. That's just a personal preference, but I suggest that you do your own research as well. I do talk a little bit more about materials and my view on them in this video up here, so you can watch that video after this if you're interested to know more. But anyway, let's get back on track. After the layering pieces, I looked for bottoms, which included 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of trousers, and 1 skirt. I found almost all of them at Abercrombie & Fitch, which is a great place to get bottoms, and they had a lot of stuff on sale. The site kept rerouting me to the German website because I am based in Germany, so I wasn't able to get the exact American dollar price. So for the bottoms, I just converted the euros to dollar to get the final amount, which added up to about $339.50. I found a pair of straight leg mid-rise dark wash jeans at Abercrombie, but they didn't have the black skinny jeans that I was looking for, so I had to go to Levi's for that, which is also a great place to get jeans anyway. Then I also found the black and white tailored trousers at Abercrombie. I love these ones because they have an elastic waistband in the back, so that makes them super comfortable. And then I also found this white satin maxi skirt there too. Then for the dresses, I only included 1 dress in this capsule, and I really wanted to find one that looked just like the one that I saw her wearing, and I found the perfect one that was even on sale at Naked, so I was really happy about that. Now we've come to the jackets where I struggled a bit. I wanted to find a brown one, preferably in a shorter style and in a suede material. I was also looking for a light brown or darker beige longer coat and also a white coat. The brown suede jacket was really hard to find in a similar style that Rosie had, and that also wasn't too expensive, but I did find one at Bershka, which maybe is a little bit less structured and more laid back than what Rosie typically would go for, but I think for this budget capsule it will do. And I also remembered that I have gotten a faux leather jacket from Bershka before that I still wear and I still love. So I think that this jacket will be good enough. Then for the long coat style, I found a few. I found one at Mango for $229.99 and one at Bershka for $49.90. I ended up going for the more expensive option because it is a coat after all and it's supposed to be able to keep you warm. And this one is made from 51% wool and the other one just none at all. But if you don't have that brutal weather in the fall where you live, you can also go for the cheaper option if you like. Then for the white coat, I feel like that was almost impossible to find a good one on a budget, at least where I was looking online. In stores, you might have better luck. So in the end, I settled for this one at Bershka, which I didn't really like, but it looked like the kind of style that I was looking for the most. Then we have the shoes. So for shoes, I definitely didn't want to go too budget because I have made that mistake before of shopping cheaper shoes that just aren't comfortable and break within a few months. So it is a personal preference of mine. I just love getting comfortable quality shoes. And for boots, I especially love to get shoes from Vagabond, but they are also pretty pricey. I wouldn't go there if I was looking for budget options. I also knew that Steve Madden have comfortable boots for a bit less, so that's where I found these boots that you can probably get for even cheaper. But since I'm shopping online and can't really test out any of the cheaper options, and I don't really know any other online stores with cheap shoes that I trust are both comfortable and durable, so I decided to just stick with what I know, and Steve Madden hasn't let me down so far. Then for sneakers, I went with Air Forces because that is what it looks like she's wearing in the picture anyway. But again, there are of course other budget options for white sneakers, but I've had Air Forces before and I've been really happy with them, so it just seemed like a no-brainer. For accessories, I found most of them at Mango. I found this belt, these statement sunglasses, and all of the jewelry from there. Both the jewelry and the belt buckle have these kind of unique asymmetrical forms. I don't really know how to explain it, but I noticed that she wears a lot of these interesting and more unique shapes. Then for the bag, she often wears different kinds of bags, but I went with this black bucket bag from Charles & Keith's, which I think would be a really good versatile everyday bag that could also go well with all of the looks. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I skipped the rings and the bracelet because I'm just done with online shopping and looking at my computer. I don't know how much time I spent, but it has been a while, so we're skipping that. And now I'm finally going to add up everything and see if I succeeded with this challenge or not. So give me just a second. I'm just going to add everything up. And the total price of the capsule wardrobe is $1,786.54. Give or take, because I did convert some amounts from euros to dollars. So that leaves us about $286.54 over budget, which I feel like isn't that bad. I definitely didn't budget on everything, which is probably why I failed the challenge. There's so many things that you could definitely find cheaper, like the shoes, for example, and maybe that one coat. And then as I mentioned earlier, you can definitely get a lot of these pieces secondhand, thrift them, or just wait for there to be a sale. And then also in real life, which I didn't do now because of the purpose of this challenge, you can also utilize clothes that you already have at home in your closet to complete the capsule. So yeah, all in all, even though I kind of failed the challenge, I think that it is absolutely possible to dress like Rosie on a budget. But I'm going to let you be the judge, because now we're going to see if we can put together Rosie coded outfits with these items that I just found, which will be the ultimate test for this capsule wardrobe. So to put together all of these looks, I'm going to use this digital wardrobe app called Index. This is also how I style all of my clients, by the way. So if you're interested in booking a styling service with me, you need to download the app first and catalog your whole closet. And this is completely free to do. The app is free. So even if you're not looking to book a styling service with me or another stylist, you can also just use this app for fun and play around with putting together outfits from your own closet directly within the app. You can also plan your outfits in advance with this calendar feature so you know exactly what you want to wear and when. This app is literally life-changing for your style because I always say that the first step to dressing better every single day is to be able to see everything that you have in your closet so that you know what to work with, and this app lets you do exactly that. So I'm going to catalog all of these pieces in the app now in my digital wardrobe, and you can do that by either taking a photo of the item if you have it at home, or you can upload the professional photo from the website and then the app will automatically remove the background for you. So I'm going to quickly do that now and then start planning some outfits. Okay, so this is going to take a while, so I'm going to do the rest off camera. Okay, so we're back, and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of how many outfits that you can create with this capsule wardrobe. I mean, if you just continue swapping out one item from every outfit, you can just go on and on and on and on. I've created about 30 outfits just to give you some outfit inspo and ideas of what kind of combinations that you can create. And I'm going to put some of my favorite outfits that I was able to recreate on the screen. And I also came up with some of my own outfit combinations because once you start playing around with the app, you can just go on forever and never stop. So if you download the Index app, you should be able to see my open closet and see all of the outfits that I've created in the outfits tab. I think I'm also going to eventually post them on Instagram, so make sure to follow me there so that you don't miss it. And with that, I think I'm actually going to end the video here. I did have so much fun, especially in this last part when I was putting together the outfits. This was kind of a different type of video for me because I usually have my videos super structured with tip 1, tip 2, tip 3 and so on, but I think I actually want to do more challenges like this and just experiment more with fashion because in real life, style is just trial and error. So let me know if you like this type of video by commenting down below, give it a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!